Bobby, did you bring your homegirl named Tina? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Natalie, a lot of the girls have questioned the length of your chin. Do you care to measure?
Yeah. You are the class. I know. You don't have to remind me. Next question.
Oh, Natalie, it looks as if Lemmy has dropped something on his way in. What you mean I gotta go? Man, this some Alright, what is going on? Entertainment so time comes out with another after show. Okay, if I'm a little bit low energy, y'all, excuse me because I'm Betty burnt out. Okay, y'all ever heard of Betty burnt out? A nigga's tired. You hear me? I'm tired. All right, so we doing the teaser, you guys, Justice Cabaret, and then also Love Cabin. If y'all did watch, for the people that watches not STV, we're also taking costs for that too. So if you want to talk about the hookup, we're gonna talk about the hookup. If you want to talk about Playboys, we can talk about that. Okay. By the way, that song I just played was Rolly and Ivory. Shout out to Big Ivory. Shout out to Rolly, because y'all, I was listening to this at the gym, right? Mind you, this is my first time listening to it. So I'm like, oh, it's just a sample, boo ba boo. And then we hit that chorus. She said, oh, your birthday. You really, oh, turn me out. They ate. Like Rolly or not, they slid on that track. So shout out to Ivy and Rolly. They really slid on that track. I was very shocked listening to it because I didn't think it was going to be that good. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it was a hater of me or what, but I didn't think it was going to be that good. But listen to the whole thing, like, props up to them and props up to the producer. All right, y'all. I'm back. My bad, you guys. All right, I had to exit out the studio. Give me 1 minute, you guys. Un momento. Okay, bet. All right, so first I want to do what I'm going to do about the teaser, you guys. I'm going to show you guys screen grabs. So, of course, due to copyright purposes, you say audio cut out. Yeah, due to copyright purposes, you guys, I'm not going to play no slow-mos or anything like that. But I will be showing, like, still shots, as you guys see right here. Y'all gonna be seeing still shots, and I'm gonna be talking about it from one by one. So this part of the trailer, it looks as if Rolly and Tanisha are making peace. I could have guessed that would have happened because I don't think Tanisha, after seeing that reunion and seeing what Rolly did to my homegirl LCK, I could see why Tanisha just wanted the peace treaty at that point. She did not want those problems. So, it looked like they ended off in a hug, which is, smart of Tanisha. Not gonna lie to you. Plus, I don't think their beef was that deep. It was something over the internet, and I don't think it was that serious, to be honest. Okay. So next we got Tavi Baby versus Tommy. The way that she slapped her, I want y'all to comment down below. Which slap was harder? DJ Sky Automac or Tavi and Tommy? Not gonna lie, Automac, that was one of the worst. That slap was worse than Scotty's. Like, she slapped you so hard. I don't think DJ Scott know how to DJ no more. Like, that was crazy as hell. That was a hard smack. She was a bow. Okay. So yeah, we got Tavi Baby versus Tommy on that one. That was the hard still that we got. And then for this one, it looks as if that is when Suki ends up getting into it with big nigga Gretch. Okay. If y'all notice, the way that y'all could pinpoint who's fighting who, first y'all gotta slow-mo it down, and then two, y'all gotta pay attention to the wigs. Y'all gotta pay attention to the wigs and what they're wearing. Okay. So the yellow wig is a lot throughout this trailer. If y'all notice, the person who's in the yellow wig is Suki. So she ends up getting into it a lot with the girls and stuff like that, especially Gretch. So this right here is Anna versus Gretch. At first I thought it was Mariah, but then I looked. I don't know why it's doing that network error situation, but it wasn't doing that before. If you look at the legs, they're very skinny. So that's big nigga Gretch. And at one point in the trailer, Gretch had a blonde wig on. So once again, that's Gretch. Okay. The next one I was gonna show y'all, for some reason it's like blacked out, so I can't show y'all that one. All right, next we got, it looks as if that's Dolly versus Kokilla. So if y'all notice, she has this black wig, and there's another part in that same scene. You're gonna see Fauna kind of like arguing with Big Lex, and then Fauna standing there, and then you see Kokilla kind of on the corner. Y'all gotta slow more down to be able to see that. Of course, we already knew about the Low versus Bree situation, so we've seen that already. And then the smack. Oh my god, I feel so bad for DJ Sky. Like, I really do. Because it's like every time she comes back on this show, it's as if she gets embarrassed and then they just kick her out. Like, damn, girl. Oh my God. Otto, why you had to smack that girl like that? You already told the bitch that she's not holy. She sucks mad D. Like, that's embarrassing enough. For you to pop her as if she literally stole your mama food is insanity. The reasoning better have been something so good to the point where you had to do something like that. Because that slap was something nasty. Oh my God. All right. Next we got Nunu versus Tavi. How you know that's Tavi? First of all, she dressed a little homeless. So that's a key indicator. But no, for Tavi wears like a lot of black. And then she also had the beanie on in another part of the trailer. So that's who Nunu is getting into it with. And then you see Cole Killer looking over to the side. Okay. And then the next one we have is Smiley versus Biggie. Smiley already went on live and kind of confirmed she got Biggie. It's not hard to differentiate that because, both of them are the biggest of the cast. And shade. So this scene right here, y'all see how Lex was crying to Summer? So this was what I was talking about in another video when I was telling you guys how like Lex was crying to Summer, like, oh, I want our friendship back. My feelings is hurt, blah, 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 blah. What happened to the big three? Booza baza baza. So apparently Summer kind of laughs off at this scene. I don't know if she laughs in her face or in the confessional, who knows, but like watching this back, I don't think Lex is gonna be too happy about this because Summer doesn't take her kind of too serious. So that's what she was crying about on that bus. All right, and then we also see Automac, not Automac, DJ Sky and Krishan talking. They did have a falling out. That's why they unfollowed each other. We all Next, we have something that was pretty hidden is Nunu and Fauna. So y'all know Nunu's been very hush hush about who she's been getting into it with. So one of the people she gets into it with is Fauna. Fauna looks like a 15-year-old girl in this still shot. Does she look so damn young? But of course, she probably gets into it over her good homegirl, K Rickon. Okay. Next, we have Summer and Mariah Lynn. Yeah, this is confirmed to be Summer because if you go a little bit before this scene, you see Summer standing in the back with the group, and she has that same blue like jumpsuit. So that's Summer that she's getting into it with. Okay. This one you see here is Tasiki turning Marsh into a windmill. Okay. Cue the Matilda. She, she took lessons from Rolly and turned Marsh into a whack-a-mole. Okay. She okay. I will say this. From what I heard, there was something happened to Tasiki's lip. I don't know if it was a punch, something, but blood. So after the blood, that's when came that windmill around, ring around the rosy. Okay. I ain't gonna say, oh, she cut the because I say one little thing, I will call me a liar. Okay. Once again, you guys, that whole Lexus Summer thing, it's not in the teaser because it literally just happened like literally a day ago. I think it happened like early Saturday morning. So unless they would have literally went back and edited that in there, then that's how they would have had to do it. This is the teaser. This isn't even the trailer. So y'all probably gonna see that in the trailer For some of y'all that's calling me, a liar. Next we have Tommy versus Biggie. Now this one was shocking to me because I think Biggie had it in her to do some shit like this. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? Because y'all was supposed to be sisters. What happened to the sisterhood? I think Biggie has a lot of resentment for the "Believe Me" bitch, because that became a movement. You feel me? So that was kind of embarrassing because she was talking about her. So I think she was a little bit embarrassed about that. And that probably has a lot of animosity built up because of it. But you did mush the hell out of her. Not gonna lie, Tommy, you was getting a little got this whole season. Damn. You got popped by Tavy Baby. You getting socked by Biggie. What's next? Scotty gonna spit on you? Let me stop. But no, for real, like I didn't think I wouldn't have imagined, like, let's say Baddies West Days or like a season later, that if you would have told me Tommy's getting got like this, I would be like, yeah, she is. Like, I would say you're lying. Like, I really would. Next, we got Tavy Baby versus Big Lex. Now, this looks like a scene out of The Wizard of Oz. You got the Scarecrow at the bottom, and then Dorothy, tall as ever, beating up the Scarecrow. Does this look like a scene out of a fucking Wizard of Oz? The way that Tavy Baby fell on that floor like that, I was like, no! I know her life flashed before her eyes when she saw Big Lex's 9 foot, well, not 9 foot, 15-foot shoe running towards her, waiting to get her. The fear that flashed in her eyes. Damn. All right. Next we got Persuasion versus Summer. She kind of talked about this a little bit online too. Next we got Summer versus Tasiki. Now she's bold for doing this. Apparently they did go more than one round as we see in the trailer. So for her to still trying to fight back, that Summer has heart. Because many wouldn't do that. Okay. She didn't go out like a bag. She did something, but it still, wasn't enough. Next, we got Krishan and Tasiki. A lot of y'all were saying this was DJ Sky. It's not. You could look at the face and see the fullness. DJ Sky's face is not that fat. Tasiki's face is that fat. I'm not calling her fat. It's just her face is chubby. So I'm guessing this was around the time that Krishan left and then was venting about Zeus is demonic and all this stuff. Because if you look at what she's wearing, that was a similar thing that she was wearing during that live when she was in that car and then she got out of it. Okay. Next we have Kokilla versus Tinka. We know that's Tinka just off of the booty. You need to wash your booty. Okay, we know that's Tinka. All right. You can look what look at that ass. And you can tell that's Tinka. All right. And then we have Kokilla throwing for what it looks like some bouquet flowers via Jocelyn right in her face. Okay. Now, Rolly. I'm sorry. Now, Rolly.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
We got. I just had to play that. That wasn't even a why would you do that moment. But no, this is Rolly versus Daisy. Okay, to me, this is one of the most, at least for me, anticipated to see when it all airs. To be honest, because I want to see how that. Oh, shout out to you in the background. I got your kids. But no, I'm anticipating to see this the most out of all of them. To be honest, okay, every other one is kind of predictable except for a couple of them, like the not Summer, but Biggie and Tommy and stuff like that. Like that's very unpredictable to me. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But out of all of them, this is the one. Daisy versus Rolly for sure. Next we have Lex versus Fauna. Okay. And we see, let me move my head real quick. We see Lex's doing the Popeye. And then Fauna, we know that's Fauna because in the trailer she has that same beanie and wig in one of the scenes. Okay. Q Smiley getting ridden off into the sunset. Poor Smiley. If you do watch her interviews, apparently she is epileptic. This is what she claims. She does have seizures in real life. We just got to take her word for it, you guys. I would hope she would not be faking this for storyline and clout purposes. We would pray that she wouldn't do something like that. But the baddies have done far worse, okay? I'm just saying. All right. And then we have what it looks like Suki versus Big Reg. Okay, big nigga Reg, right? And then this one, this was a hard one. This one I couldn't point out. This is the last one I have, but I literally couldn't make out who this was. I feel like that's either I think that's Tink in the black jacket. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do know on the left that's Code Killer. Okay, on the left is Code Killer, but the person with the jacket turning like this, I feel like that's Tinker. I might be wrong, but that's the only one I can't say 100% just from looking at it. Yeah, see that's Tinker. Yeah, see, that's my best guess. I thought I could have. It could have been Dolly, but no, I was like, no, that's Tinker. That's yeah. See, that's Tinker. That's Tinker. Yeah, that's Tinker. Okay. The teaser looked really good though. I will say that. I like the fact that they used that American the American song in the background while slowing all of that down. Like that was really, really kind. So I think the teaser really, really ate. Okay. Cabaret was funny to me. Just because Jocelyn, this the only episode that like I was right behind Jocelyn and everything she said. Cause Egypt, you was doing too much. You don't whoop Chink's ass. I mean, damn. That's why she call you an ogre. Cause it's like, damn girl, like how much more do you want from the bitch? Like you literally savaged her down. Okay. And then on like left cabin, we saw John fight the new boy. Okay. We're gonna call him new boy. First of all, I still think he's a criminal. Something about that new boy left cabin, it gives like he's here to like rob Lemmy. Am I the only one? Like I'll be looking at him like, like where did y'all find this man? Like something about him looks very untrustworthy. Okay, something about him looks very shady. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but we gonna end up probably finding out. All right, John fighting him. First of all, y'all make the Playboys look strong. What the hell was that? You know what I'm saying? Like the Playboys they be getting down. John and them, they was hogging. John was hugging that new boy. Okay. John wanted to cop a feel if we're gonna keep it a butt. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to cop a feel. All right. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna start taking calls. You already know what to do. Please hit that like button before I get started. Kai, what is going on?
Welcome to the house of entertainers. Spilling